I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the been a super busy few days for your mans, man. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Man, what's good, party people in the place to be? It's game day, man. The New York Knicks versus Miami Heat. Game 2, round 2. Excited to see what's going to happen tonight. We got some news in the past couple of days that may make us feel a little bit nervous, but we ain't worried about that, man. We already know who we are, right? We already know who we are and what we got, right? Let me shout out to the chat. C-Mac is in the building. Mac Daddy in the building. Cover the Spread is in the building. What's good? Mo Musa is in the building. What's good, boss? Corey Lee in the building. Them 781 boys with the Z is in the building. Man, it's good to see y'all, man. Jay Busby, what's happening? Roy Hughes, what's happening? King Embert is in the building. And Jay Busby says, set it off. I suggest y'all. Set it off. I suggest y'all. Set it off. That's right. Set it off. Man, a lot of things going on, man. Brunson is hurt. Randall is questionable. Grimes, I don't know, right? Yeah, man. We don't know, but we know what we have, man. We good. We good. We good. We are super, super, super duper good. Y'all ever been like so busy and so confident at the same time? Like you ever had like something come up in your life and get you super busy, like a project or something? And then the other things that you normally worry about, you don't need to worry about it no more because you like, that'll take care of itself. That's how I feel about game 2 with the Miami Heat. They got theirs. They ain't winning game 2. I'm super confident. I'm overconfident that they are not winning game 2. Right? My family members, the one that I ain't seen or heard from in a minute, made sure Sunday, they made sure I knew that they were still Miami Heat fans. Shout out to my South Florida family in the place to be. reminded me that they love the Miami Heat. My cell phone took a beating. But all I have is one thing to say to that. We here. Knicks fans, we here. King Ribby in the building. King Ribby in the building, man. I'm excited, man, about this game. And like that song from back in the days, I think Corey Lee might know the song from back in the days. It go, ba-bump, bump, 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 ba-bump, bump, 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 bump. I can't wait. Corey Lee, you know you used to drink that, so don't act like that, Lee. Don't act like that. Don't act like now that Lee got money, he act like he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't used to be, in the 80s. That's my man. I joke with him. That's my guy. Man, you ever been so busy with stuff that seem important is not really that important to you? Like, it's important, but like on a certain scale, it's like the Knicks play the Heat tonight. Yeah, that's important, but I already know my dog's gonna win. I see a thing out here that says the Grizzlies are not expected to re-sign Dillon Brooks. Hello. Hey, Dillon Brooks, how you doing? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, Dillon Brooks. What position you play again? Small forward? Hey, Dillon Brooks, how you doing? Jerry Fitz is in the building. Jet Life for Life is in the building. Man, as I was working on a project, and I'm going to get back to the Knicks talk. I just want to make y'all laugh real quick. I was working on a project, right? Was working on a project, man, and I saw the Lil Boosie video with DJ Vlad. Yo, I don't care how big Lawrence Tears get, I'm never going on DJ Vlad. I don't care how big Lawrence Tears get, I'm never going on DJ Vlad. You feel me? I know a lot of y'all like, DJ Vlad, who was that? Yeah, I ain't going on there. I ain't going on there. Never. All right. So here's my thing. So Jimmy Butler is kind of hurt a little bit, right? Jalen Brunson is kind of hurt a little bit, right? How were y'all feeling about tonight's game? See, man, I know it. Yo, DJ Vlad gonna give your information to the guy. Yeah, and then he gonna be like, but it was public information, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I come from a different, yeah. So how were y'all feeling about how were y'all feeling about Jimmy Butler being out, possibly Jalen Brunson being injured? Grimes suffering through an injury and may be back. How are y'all feeling about that? Does that have y'all feeling some type of way? With me, it has me feeling like I can't see Miami beating the Knicks 2 games in a row in the playoffs in the Garden. I just can't see that happening. I don't care who was out hurt. I don't care who was injured. I just can't see the Knicks losing 2 in a row in the Garden. I just can't see that. And like I was mentioning yesterday, I do believe it's about time for other Knicks that we haven't seen in the past 6 games or so to step up. And Jerry Fitz says 2023 New York Knicks. Knicks have home court advantage against any team in the West not named Denver. Knicks were 5-3 against Boston and Philly. Knicks will beat Miami in 5. 2023 is the year of the New York Knicks. Let's go. I'm with you. The ball don't lie is in the building. I honestly feel like this year randomly is going to be that year that something special happens. And I don't want to say, I don't want y'all to catch me out here saying the Knicks are going to go to the finals and sweep the Western Conference. Nah. I'm just saying, I think this year something special is going to happen. And it's already begun to happen. It's already begun. It's already begun to happen. Like the things that that generally go the way of the other teams are tending to go our way. And Jerry Fitz says Brunson, Randall, Mitch all playing. Be serious. Yeah. Hey, listen. We said they were questionable. We didn't say they wasn't playing. Relax. Leslie Henry says, calling out all you scared Knicks fans. The Knicks will come back in this series. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. We calling it right now. Like I'm super confident. I'm super confident about where the Knicks are. I'm confident about game 2. There was some things that Miami did in game 1 that I don't think they can pull off in game 2 again. Right? The Knicks didn't take advantage of a Jimmy Butler injury down the stretch of game 1. That was a major. That was major. Ivory 10 is in the building. Ivory 10 says, must-win game for the Knicks. No other way to put it. Yep. Yeah, kinda. I still think the Knicks can win 4 in a row against this team, bro. I still think the Knicks can win 4 in a row. Ivory 10, you starting to give me, I don't know. Ivory, you starting to sound negative, bro. The Knicks in the second round of the playoffs, and Ivory out here like everybody was confident about game 1 too, right? Nah, it's not just game 1. It's game 1 of the second round. It's game 1 of the second round. Relax. This team is good. Relax. This team is good. We need positive vibes out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, we didn't just lose random game 1 or whatever. We lost game 1 of the second round. This team hadn't been in the second round in 10 years. This is what we are. We in the second round of the playoffs. We are a good team. Embrace it. Embrace it. Yo, somebody, King Ember, Jerry Fitz, somebody get these Knicks fans, somebody help these Knicks fans be positive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Drip Moore is in the building. The blower Sears barber. Yeah, man, we in the second round of the playoffs, man. This team is talented, bro. They lost game 1, so what? So what? Teams on their way to the championship or wherever they going, they never go undefeated. The Knicks lost, so what? It happens. It happens. It happens, bro. This team is good. And you hadn't seen this team click on all cylinders yet. Wiz says we will put up 120 points tonight and likely hold Miami under 110. If not under 100, yes, they're going to get the Knicks' best effort tonight, man. You can best believe that. You can best believe that this team is good. This team is well coached. They play well together. They like each other. They have chemistry and synergy. They lost the game, man. So what? It happens. It happens. No team just washes through the playoffs, man. Every team takes a L on their way to higher heights. You know, I don't know to what height the Knicks are going to get to. I know they're going to get somewhere. They're going to get somewhere. I don't know what the score is. I don't even, to be honest with you, I'm not even, to Wiz's comment, Wiz, I'm just going to say this. I just think the Knicks are going to win. They're going to have more points than the other team. And I know that's the recipe for winning. And I know Wiz is probably saying, well, of course, that's how you win. Yeah, that's how you win. Just think the Knicks are not going to, I can't see Miami sweeping 2 in the Garden from the Knicks. I can't see any team in the Eastern Conference doing that. No team. Philadelphia, Boston, I don't care. Miami, I don't care. I just can't see a team in the Eastern Conference being better than the Knicks. With that said, how are you guys feeling about Philly beating Boston last night? About James Harden going for 45 last night? How y'all feel about Philly beating Boston in Boston? Is that a wake-up call to them also? That's another higher seed that lost to a lower seed at home. Is Boston getting nervous about Philadelphia without Joel Embiid? Just saying, I'm picking New York and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm picking New York. Ivory said, I don't care. No, I'm not asking you to root for Philadelphia or for Boston. What I was asking you to look at is a lower seed beating a higher seed in an away game. Like Miami beat the Knicks. Like Philly beat Boston. I'm sure Boston is not panicking right now. That's what I'm saying. And I'm sure the Knicks are not either. That's what I'm saying. It's the reason why I drew that comparison. I'm totally confident. I'm confident that the Knicks right now, where they are one of the better of the 4 teams remaining. Right? That's where I am with it. I'm confident that this team is well coached enough. I'm confident that this team is deep enough. I think the role players will finally show up. We hadn't seen the role players show up together yet. I would, however, like to see less Josh Hart and more Quentin Grimes. No knock on Josh Hart. I would like to see more Quentin Grimes, though. I'd like to see Quentin Grimes as the starter, Josh Hart in the bench, coming off the bench in that role that he played, that kind of worked for us. Ivory 10 says, when we're healthy, you're right. But we have injuries and questions up and down the roster and with our beasts. Nah, Ivory, I'm right now. I'm absolutely correct right now. I'm absolutely 100% correct right now. It's not like I'm not pulling this stuff out the air. It's not my imagination running away with me. What I'm saying is I'm confident that the higher seed can bounce back after a loss on their floor. And I use the Boston series as a direct comparison, saying if it can happen to them, it can happen to us. We just got to come out and play our best basketball, regardless who suits up for the Knicks, because I feel like I'm confident in the Knicks going forward being competitive against anybody. Right? I'm confident that Quickly and Grimes and RJ and Mitch, Brunson, all the young players can step up. And like what Jerry Fitz said, like Jerry Fitz said earlier, like probably about 3 or 4 comments ago, everybody is dinged up this time of year. Jerry Fitz said it about, I ain't gonna count, but it's up there somewhere. If you scroll up, Jerry Fitz said just about everybody, and he alluded to just about everybody has injuries right now. It's a war of attrition right now. When we get Julius Randle back, this team is different. When we get Julius Randle back, this team is different. Wiz is in the building. Wiz says Philly winning without Embiid is scarier than Miami beating the Knicks without Julius. If Miami beats us without Butler, we had a healthy Randle, then we should be worried. Yeah, I don't know, Wiz. That's a lot of ifs and buts and candy and nuts. What I want to say is this, though. What I want to say is Miami beat us without 2 of our starters. Right? Miami beat us without 2 of our starters. Could Philly beat anybody without Harden and Embiid? Can Boston beat anybody without Tatum and Brown? We didn't have 2 of our starters and we lost. Right? That's as simple as it is. That's as simple as it gets. We had 2 starters down out of the starting lineup. Grimes on injury restriction coming off the bench only played like 10 minutes, maybe 10. Randle was out the first game of the series. He missed blah, 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 blah. You already know what it is. Any team missing 2 starters that got them, you got to ride the horse that got you there. And our horses that got it, we was missing 2 of the horses that got us here. The GOAT, Jay Boogie, is in the building. Jay Boogie says, it's been a long season, and the squad has fought extra hard all year. Bodies are nipped up, but everybody is nipped up. Is who can play through the pains. Bim, my brother Jay Boogie, is in the building. Y'all listen to Jay Boogie. That's my guy. We got to be confident, man. You know what I'm saying? As Knicks fans, we can't get shaken every time we feel a little bit of adversity. That's not us. You ever been to New York? Bruh, you ever been to New York? bro. You ever been to New York City? Well, not Manhattan. I'm talking about. Okay, so Manhattan is New York, right? I'm talking about real New York. I'm talking about like, I know no disrespect to Manhattan, right? But I'm talking about the real New York. I ain't talking about like, listen, I'm not talking about the train terminal across the street. Right? I ain't talking about the beautiful train terminal across the street, all the tourists and visitors. Sharon, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't talking about like you stand on in the street and you look across, one way you got Madison Square Garden and the other way you got the train terminal and you got all this stuff. I ain't talking about that New York. Man, you ever been to the real New York? Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. My people don't get shook for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, adversity is a way of life. Bro, adversity is a way of life, bro. Getting dinged up, nicked up. In real life, New Yorkers play through everything in a real life. Right? Man, a dude. Sherwood is nuts, bro. I love Sherwood, bro. Sherwood is nuts, bro. I love it. I love it. Sherwood is like, yo, I live in Westchester. Sherwood was like, yo, I live in Westchester, man. It was happening. But nah, what I'm saying is as Knicks fans, we can't get shaken at every turn. Every fan base that's remaining has listen. You think the Phoenix Suns don't have injuries right now that they playing through? You think James Harden ain't playing through some injuries? You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Come on. Yeah, we at a point, man, where I think what we need to have with this group of players is this thing called faith. Right? Have some faith in them, man. Not be so quick to like, if things don't look like they're going right, then we like, I don't know. I don't know, Uncle Freezy. You know, RJ missed 2 shots at the end of the game. I think RJ is a bust. I think I'm gonna trade RJ for OG Anunoby because he missed 2 shots late in the game. Relax. Hitting Murphy's in the building. Say cross 110th Street and your perspective about Manhattan. Nothing sweet uptown. Right. Shout out to the Bronx, New York, and Harlem, USA. Right. I know the island gonna be, hey, Uncle Freeze, what about us on the island? Shout out to Long Island. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to Brooklyn. Right. Shout out to Staten Island. What I'm getting at is not that you guys can't root for your team the way that you want to. I created the channel just for that purpose. Right? Like I ain't want you to call in, get 30 seconds to talk. Yo, this is Uncle Freezy from Jersey City. You know what I'm saying? I like RJ Barrett. Thank you for your call. Appreciate you, Uncle Freezy. Nah, this ain't that channel. And no slight to them. No slight to them, but that's not who we are. I'm encouraging y'all. I'm encouraging, and I do it all the time. I encourage you to have your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I'm defending cats that have their own opinion. I'm doing it on a daily basis. You got your own opinion, state it. Right? And when it comes to the Knicks, though, I'm asking you, even though you have your own opinion, to relax and have some faith in these and this team. It's not like we out here with a 39-year-old Jason Kidd and a 37-year-old Marcus Camby and a Rasheed Wallace on a broken foot, you know what I'm saying, or in a 40-year-old Kirk Thomas. Nah, these cats are young, bro. Bo Ismail's in the building. What's good, Bo? Francisco Carrillo's in the building. And I know I'm probably butchering Carrillo last name, right? I know I'm butchering it, man. I'm just, hey, bro. Hey, man, pardon me, bro. It's all out of love, bro. Danny Lee is in the building. Mad Dog No Good is in the building. D'Angelo is in the building. Bim. Brooklyn, New York is in the building. It's my man's. Shout out to my man's D'Angelo. That's my guy right there. Hope you're doing good, brother. Man, have some faith in these young players, man. Have some faith that the adversity that they facing, because they are facing adversity, right? This is for a lot of them, it's their first time. This is Julius Randle's first time being in the second round of the playoffs. This is Josh Hart's first time being in the second round of the playoffs. This is RJ Barrett, on and on and on. Outside of maybe Derrick Rose, maybe Evan Fournier with Boston, and I think Jalen Brunson. Everybody else, man, this is their first time. Have faith in them, man. You know what I'm saying? Have faith in them. I mean, and listen, I already know how it goes. Man, for the most part, this chat has very, very smart fans. Very high intellect. I know that already. And I'm not telling them how to think about stuff or why they think about stuff in a certain way. What I'm saying is open up open up your mind to the possibility of something new happening. And that new thing is the Knicks overcoming adversity. I know that's a new thing. The Knicks overcoming adversity. That's new. That's new, right? That's new. We can all admit that. Wiz says, you argued my point for me. I said Philly win without their star and Miami won the other way around without two of our star. Okay. Okay. Sweet. All right. Wiz is like dropping, you know how sometimes somebody drop a gem and everybody miss it? You know it's something smart. You just like, I'm just going to give him benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm doing to Wiz right now. I know he said something smart. With me, it's just like, all I care about is win. All I care about is game 2, win. Becca Jones is in the building. In my opinion, I think this team is on the verge of giving us as Knicks fans something more special than we would normally otherwise get from a Knicks team. I think this New York Knicks team, this 2022-2023 team, is providing us with something better than we would otherwise normally get. Salute, and 100%. Oh, okay, and 100% agree, get knocked down and get back up again. True indeed. Have faith, Knicks fans, because as New Yorkers, we love and embrace adversity. Salute to the entire live stream. Bim. And Puerto Rico was in the building. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to all my peoples. When I see my peoples, when I see all of the Caribbeans and the Africans, all my people from all over, no matter what walk of life it is, all my people, right? When I see all my people from all over, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? My people in here, man, we got a mixed, diverse group, and I love it. I love it. I love it. That's my element right there. You know what I'm saying? And then I laugh to myself, and I laugh to myself because every time I tell Corey Lee that I'm Cameroonian and Nigerian, he laughed. Like, Corey Lee was so funny. I can't be from Cameroon and Nigeria. Corey Lee, stop it. Shout out to all my people from everywhere, man. Shout out to all my people, bro. And this thing with the Knicks, I know we lost to the Heat. So what? We lost to them earlier this year too, right? We lost to them. We lost to them. So what? So what? Right? We lost to them. So what? We lost game one, and my family from South Beach was I got family in South Beach, right? It's just what it is. My family in South Beach, man, they blowing up the phone, calling. When the clock running out, they calling. They're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? What you doing right now?" Y'all know I'm watching the game. Y'all ain't called me in a month. Some of y'all ain't called me in 3 months. But as soon as the Heat beat the Knicks in game one, all of a sudden you trying to check and see how I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, Sherwin, let me ask you this. Let me ask some basketball heads. So what's the game plan for tonight? So how do you counteract what you saw in game one? How do you counteract what you saw in game one from the Miami Heat? Do you go extra hard on the boards so that they won't get those outlet passes? Or do you get back in transition? Y'all tell me. Let me know. Do you give RJ Barrett more playmaking opportunities? Do you let RJ initiate at the beginning of the game instead of mixing it in during the course of the game? Jay Singh is in the building. The Ball Don't Lie says, only thing is hit our open shots. We got to do that. And Hotline Bling says, man, you got to guard Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry. Okay, if you do that, who are you guarding them with? Who are you guarding Kyle Lowry and Gabe Vincent with? Because Jalen Brunson is not a good defender. And now that he's injured, who do you guard those guys with? They scored 38 points in the first game.
I didn't even ask. I mean, hey, salute free boss. Not much. I mean, can't blame me for being a bit of a nervous wreck. I mean, you got two guys with twisted ankles in Jay Brunson with ankles that are banged up in Brunson and Randall. Sims is out for the whole playoffs with a shoulder injury. I don't know how he injured his shoulder. You?
No, I don't know.
And Grimes has been playing. I mean, has dealt with a shoulder bruise essentially, right?
Yep.
Well, there's something in my gut that tells me that in panic mode, the 10-man is going to reduce his 8-man rotation to a 7-man rotation tonight if he chooses to sit Brunson and Randall. Big F.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. And here's why. Right. So the Knicks have a 3-game break between now and the next time they play after tonight.
4-day.
Whatever. Big enough. Right.
Right.
So if you play Randall tonight and he does kind of tweak it a little bit, then you have that recovery time. Wait a minute. No, they play Saturday, right?
That's why I said 4-day.
Okay. All right. So you get Randall tonight. You get Brunson tonight. They play through it a little bit. Josh Hart is still on a sprained ankle. Don't forget he sprained his ankle in the Cleveland series. And Quentin Grimes is banged up. He also got banged up in the Cleveland series.
Shoulder contusion in his case.
Right. But you played them tonight. Then you have 4 days or 3 days, whatever. Yeah, I know what it is. We don't play again until Saturday. Right?
Yeah, 4 days.
Yeah, whichever. You still don't play again until Saturday. Right? So you get those guys to give you max effort tonight to see how much you can get out of them. If you can't get anything out of them positive, then you can sit them and they still have those days to rest anyway. But you did get whatever you could out of them.
Right. And here's the other problem with the
and then that way you can also incorporate a little bit of Miles McBride and that lineup too. That way you can kind of get this thing going in the right direction. Don't play Jalen Brunson 38 minutes. Don't play Josh Hart 45 minutes. Yeah. Don't play them a ton of minutes knowing that they are dinged up. Kind of spread the minutes a little bit.
Which is what worked in the Cleveland series.
Right.
With Miami going to the 8-man rotation, with the trade-off because he refused to let the deuce get on the loose. Let the deuce loose. He basically overtaxed the front line.
Right.
And that's the issue I've had with Thibodeau when he overtaxes the front line.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing about that is the options are extremely limited. If you even go to the other options, even if you explore other options, how much of them are you going to play, and what do they provide?
I mean, Deuce, a defensive. I mean, I was talking with Smoking Nick on Sunday. Yeah, Deuce isn't that good offensively, but he would have been a ferocious defensive beast that we needed on Sunday.
Right.
This is why I don't like Tibbs' coaching mindset at times. Hi, Corey.
Lee in the building.
Yeah. What's good, fellas? Go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, we got it. So first of all, Lee, you doing good, bro? What's happening?
I'm doing excellent. Can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with you.
Okay. Yeah, we hanging out together, bro. You know, I called you out earlier.
I heard you 1,000 times, and you know why, right? You know why I'm gonna mess with you? Because me and you, we the lightest Nigerians out here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but tonight we gotta guard Vincent and Lowry and put extra coverage on them.
Right.
Because the way that he played that second half on Sunday was how they beat us the only time they played in the only game we lost to them in the regular season. Find the open guys on the perimeter and throw it up.
Right. I'm gonna say this, man. I just think they played their best hand. I think they played their best hand. I think they came out and did the thing that they do best. The Knicks saw it. They won. I don't think they have any more tricks in their bag. I think they're basically turning their bag of tricks inside out. That's all they have. When you get 38 points from Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry, when they normally score what?
And 63 in total if you throw in Jimmy.
Well, no, not including them. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. From that point guard position, they generally get about 18 points a game. They got 38 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they normally don't get that. Even on their best nights, they're only giving you 18 points. That's what they average. So they found a thing, they exploited it. They found a thing, they exploited it, and they beat us by seven, even though they were up by as much as 10. Right? They were up by as much as 10. So even that 7-point loss felt like it was a bigger margin of victory to me. Right? So I'm saying this to the Knicks. I think they've sprung on you their best trick. They don't have it. It's like Lee. You know how you got the uncle that always have that one joke. As soon as you see him, like, come here, young fella, let me tell you this joke. And then it's a joke he's been working on for like 2 months, and then after he tell you that, he don't have anymore. He started telling the old jokes. They're like, Uncle, you already told me that one before. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think Miami is right now.
It's that single round shotgun with no anything else behind it. In other words, you gotta crack it back open and reload it.
Yeah, that's what I think we are. That's where I think Miami is, bro.
And to be honest with you, I think Spoelstra did that. And the one thing we don't give credit to as our head coach and our coaching staff for making adjustments, next game adjustments. We may not be great on the in-game adjustments, but the next game we come up with a game plan that is so serious that this other team be like, wow.
Right.
My only hope is Tibbs has used the last 48 hours to drill into these guys. I just shoot, aim, don't shoot when it comes to behind the perimeter.
What?
Yeah. You know what?
I'm not gonna agree with you with that, but okay.
I'm also just gonna say this too. Just also gonna say this too real quick. I think the fact that we held Jimmy Butler in check after he roasted Milwaukee, we basically came in with the approach or one approach that we'll shut down Jimmy Butler and let everybody else kill us. And they just happened to do that, and we didn't have any offense.
Well, again, once second half rolled in and they started basically trapping Brunson like a rat, we fell to pieces.
Right. Where's Adam at? Where's Adam? Adam, if you watching, man, just want to say, let's go Rangers.
You really had to go there.
Yeah, I just had to throw salt in the wound, man. I had to throw salt in the man.
Well, Boston,
you were right, but you were right here when Adam called me out, right?
Yes.
I didn't even mention hockey, right? Didn't even mention that you were right there on the panel. I was minding my business, and Adam said, "Hey, Uncle Reason, you know the Rangers are up 2-0. Let's go Rangers." And I was like, "Okay, bro, what does that have to do with Jalen Brunson?"
And he jinxed it.
Yeah, well, that's his fault. He got to live with that. You know what I'm saying?
And look, in my case with the Islanders, I pretty much knew they were going to get smoked by Carolina, but at least put up a fight, right?
Yeah.
But who thought? But how about them Bruins, huh?
Yeah.
President's Trophy winners, greatest regular season in NHL history, and they blew it.
Yeah. It happens, man. It happens. Lee, you know what it goes? You know what it reminds me of? That saying that you just said. They blew all their ammo in one shot.
One shot. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
You could say the same thing with Colorado.
Right.
But then again, they were just basically plagued with injuries that held them back for a good chunk of the year, and the Kraken exploited that. Pretty much.
And JJ says the Rangers embarrassed themselves. JJ, let me just say this to JJ, man. JJ, listen, they didn't embarrass themselves, bro. The Devils embarrassed them, bro. The Devils embarrassed them. Let's go Devils, man. I mean, let's give the Devils some credit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got Carolina coming up. A team who beat them in the division by one lousy point.
I'm excited, man. I just wanted to throw that out there at Adam if he watching. But real quick on these Knicks though. On these Knicks. Hey, Ivory says Butler had a superb game one. He did what he needed to. Not impressed with our D versus JB the first game, right? We just need to make shots, be pros, and we win. Yep. Yeah, bro. I want to say something to that also. Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett did everything they could do to create shots for guys. But when you put defense-only guys on the floor and expect them to shoot, that's out of their character. You can't have – now, mind you, you want defense at all times, but when is Mitchell Robinson going to shoot a jump shot?
Never.
And Josh Hart turns down open shots all the time.
Because he prefers to go for a drive.
5 or 6 threes.
Man, Josh Hart is not. Josh Hart is a slasher. He's not a shooter scorer.
Which is something I don't think the 10-man gets at times.
I want to say this. It's the only thing I got to say about.
D'Angelo, salute.
Salute, guys.
What's up, boss?
What's good? Good morning. Hey, the only thing negative I got to say, and it's not even really negative, is that on the break, Josh Hart needs to give up the ball a little bit more. Sometimes he forces it, and he's not getting the calls that he needs to get. So just like how we roasted RJ all year long for doing the same thing. My man needs to kick it out just a little bit, and not just to Brunson, to the other 3 other guys out there with them.
Right.
True.
Yeah. I think what we need. Jalen Brunson did an excellent job. D'Angelo, I think Jalen Brunson did an excellent job of creating shots for others. I think RJ Barrett did an excellent job of creating shots and open looks for others. But when you get those shots and those open looks, you either have to take them or continue the creation process, right? Like if that man closes out hard on you, then you got to put that ball on the floor and create a shot for yourself or others, right? Keep that offensive continuity going, right? But when you have so many, passive, non-aggressive guys on offense, they'll catch the ball and hold it, and then make the playmaker come back and get the ball and start the creation process all over again. Now they do it with 8 seconds left on the clock. And now you're seeing RJ Barrett, with 3 seconds left on the clock trying to create something.
Right.
And with
Good. I'm sorry.
And with the exception of maybe Obi Toppin, none of our perimeter shooters were hitting Sunday.
Right.
Also, too, though, but if they come in, we need to attack the closeout, too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're not hitting. Right. Just go to the basket. Go to the basket.
I don't know. I don't know if they have that in their bag. Ivory, what's good, bro?
What's going on? Salute, fellas. Big night. Let's go.
Big night.
Amen, man. We got to settle all scores. We got to settle all scores with the Miami Heat. I hate the Miami Heat, aka Pat Riley. We settle all scores with this series. We're gonna beat them.
This is not about Pat Riley. This is not about the Heat. Warning.
So what's it
about the Knicks and what the Knicks need to do for the Knicks. That's it. It's about us.
So what do we need to do?
It's all about us. The hell with that.
So what do we need to do now?
We have struggled. We have been crucified by everybody. This is about us tonight. We got to do this for us. That's it. I don't care.
Well, all our players got to listen. All our players got to be confident out there. All of our players got to be confident out there. Their confidence level is better than ours right in that first game. You got to make shots, but Quickly's got to step up. He's got to show up. Show that cockiness that you showed during the offseason, during the regular season.
All night long. They got no shot blocking. Go to the rim all night long. All night. I want to see Grimes as more of a ball handler because he's one of the few guys that goes to the rim. He can also distribute. He can also shoot. They got to put the ball in Grimes' hands a lot more, especially if we got a couple of our main guys hurt. I want to see Grimes with the ball tonight. I don't care win or lose. Grimes needs to have the ball in his hands a little bit more tonight.
Right.
Yeah,
IQ
because
has not
otherwise,
proven he could handle the pressure.
Is he healthy enough though to do that? You think?
It's not even a question of health anymore because,
Who knows?
like you just said, everybody's playing from something.
If he's playing,
at this point, for players like Grimes, tonight is the right of courage and cowardice.
Huh?
Right. No, I get what you're going. So basically what you're saying, and the way I took it is now is not the time to think about things that you might regret later on. You just gotta go throw caution to the wind and do your best thing tonight.
Right.
That's the way I took it. Like you don't want to leave that game with any regrets.
Right.
That's the way I take it. You know, the way it was intended, it may have been. I understand the way that was intended. I just took it a certain way because I'm feeling a certain type of way right now. I'm feeling like this game 2 is a given. I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling like this game 2 is a given. I'm confident.
Nick should not be thinking that way. That's bad. I don't like that. I don't like that. Who are we to be talking about what we should and shouldn't be doing? I mean, I hated all that talk last week about the Knicks in 3 or the Knicks in 5, blah, blah, blah. Who are we to really think that way? We have proven absolutely nothing. Sure, we're in the second round and we're all happy about that. That is a great year. We're all excited. We're living in the moment. This is not about next, with these other series and what's going on with these other series. If we don't take care of our own business, we're going nowhere.
So wait a minute. And it's basically staying negative, staying in a negative thought place that you're saying. Should we just stay negative and not be positive?
It's not about staying
got to
negative.
be
It's about staying real, staying honest. It's about staying honest.
Staying real.
To say that
but you got to be positive.
I think that's overconfidence. That's the kind of overconfidence that got us in trouble in game 1, in my opinion.
What about this though? Because I understand where you're coming from. I want to hear you out on it, and I'm glad you explained it that way. But let me ask you this though: what about being confident in the process? What about you finding out a certain process and it's working for you? And so, how about you being confident in that process that works for you, and confident in the results that you're getting? You don't believe in that?
Here's what I believe in. I believe in what we're doing is the right thing to do because I believe what we were doing last night was good enough to win is if we made the shots, right? I believe we had the right strategy. We had a good enough strategy. So I'm not saying I'm pessimistic on us winning. I'm saying
I never said that.
I'm saying overconfidence when we speak a certain way is all I'm saying. And
so overconfidence is what you're talking about. Like braggadocious.
Yeah, I don't think we should be talking about. I don't think we should be talking about the pathway. And I got to be straightforward. I don't think we should be talking about a pathway.
No, we got to talk about
what's going on with the other series.
Yeah, and you know something?
What got you here?
We need to beat this team tonight.
That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. But it's been a long time since we make it to the second round of the playoffs, haven't we? So come on. You got to be a little confident there. And I know the Miami Heat were not the Cavaliers, and they got a way better coach and all that stuff. And we got out coached that second half. Tibbs got out coached, okay? But players got to put up or shut up too. I'm confident with Brunson. I'm confident with Hart, okay?
No,
everybody's got to put that lead.
First of all, I don't believe we got out coached. First of all, we got outplayed.
We got outplayed.
So I'm not gonna put this on the coach. The coach comes with the strategy. We got to execute at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, it does fall back in the players, of course. Yeah.
But he said that too though. Yeah, he mentioned that. He said the coach, and then he mentioned the players too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing that we have to recognize too. Whether it's the pathway debate, whether it's the coach debate, the player debate. Man, listen, the Knicks were down 2 starters to a playoff team. Regardless of where we played, it was going to be a struggle. What playoff team is going to be down 2 starters and beat another playoff team? It's one of those things that we got to take into account. It has nothing to do with being braggadocious or the pathway statement or any of that stuff. The fact that
right.
Yeah, the fact that we were,
but we knew that before the game.
And our options, right? But that don't make it better. Even if you,
Right.
even if you
My
knew
point is,
Randall,
I heard a lot of that talk. I heard a lot of
Right,
that talk
but
about
let
what
me
we were
say,
going to
but
do,
even if you knew
against this team
Brunson,
before when we knew those guys were hurt going in.
right?
We
But
knew
that doesn't mean you.
beforehand. I
But
heard a
that
lot of
doesn't
that
mean you
talk.
can go. But that don't mean you can go sign Michael Jordan. All you can do is play the players you got. You got a
That's
set
right.
playoff roster.
That's right. That's right.
And right,
Understood. I'm talking about the attitude.
assuming, but Ivory, just let me finish. Just by assuming what you said means the guys on the bench are just as good as the starters, and they are not. The guys on the bench come off the bench because they are not good enough to be starters. And when you take out two starters,
So then why
you
are we
add
so
two guys from the
confident?
bench.
So then why the overconfidence?
So let's just pack it up and go home. That's all.
No, see, you're going to the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm saying the overconfidence is unnecessary. I'm not saying let's pack it up. I'm saying, hey, fellas, let's talk about what we need to do to really to supplement the scoring that we might
In-game adjustment
get from Randall, as opposed to saying, hey, I know we could beat the Bucks. We could blow this team out. We could blow that team out. Blah blah blah. I'm like, hello, we got
one of our all-stars though is down. Randall is out. Okay, he's been out. He got re-injured. That was a horrible thing that happened in Game 5.
So why are we talking about how we could beat the Bucks? But we could beat this team.
Okay, you asked so Ivory, you already
asked
that. So you asked that 3 times. Let me give you your answer. The reason why I say we can beat the Bucks is this: when we played the Bucks this season, when we were on the same court as them, we were competitive with them, and it took a Herculean effort from them to beat us. And this is without Josh Hart. This is without us making an improvement. And this was before Quickly had turned the corner and started playing good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So one could assume, hear me out. Listen, one could assume that with Quickly playing better at the time and the addition of Josh Hart, that we can either be competitive or beat the Bucks, who at the time had Giannis Antetokounmpo hurt.
Good analysis. Good analysis. There you go.
And if we say that no, the Knicks are not good enough to beat the Bucks.
That's all fine.
That's not all fine. What I'm saying
we're not playing the Bucks.
I understand that,
No,
but you brought up the Bucks. I didn't.
I brought up the fact that we were
Bucks,
talking about how we could beat every team in the league and we had a pathway when we should be talking about what we needed to win game 1, and we weren't. We were talking like game 1 was a given, weren't we? Everyone in here.
All we do is this is analytics, though. This is what we make our opinions on. We're not the coach. You're not the coach.
So what I'm saying is there's a difference, and there's a middle ground between. I think we might sweep the next competitor. We could beat the the Western team. We need to focus on what we need to do to get there. And what I'm saying is, Knicks fans, you're right. We haven't been here in 10 years, so let's enjoy every minute, every game, every quarter, and what we need to do to get to that point, as opposed to dreaming about how we could.
But you're saying just don't be too over optimistic. That's what you're saying. Don't go over the deep end.
Arrogant. I'm not. You could be optimistic, but there's a difference between optimistic and arrogance. And what I've heard a lot of lately has been a bit of arrogance.
Welcome to Knicks fans.
Bro, you are good at this. You must be in sales or something, bro. You are good at this, bro.
That's right.
You
are good at this, bro.
If I could throw a little 2 cents onto that, I mean, 10 years ago, second round, we were against Indiana. Not as much of a lopsided matchup, but what killed us was Indiana's youth, speed, and versatility. We had the oldest team in the league in 12-13, and Indiana had one of the youngest, right? At that time, right?
Okay, say your point, though.
My point is we took Indiana too lightly, and it bit us in the ass. Could we be going down that same road? Those who don't learn from history are forever damned to repeat it.
I love the words of wisdom coming from my man today.
My only thing about that is you're not gonna get 25 million people to change their personality because they fear a certain thing. That's just that. It's New York, man.
I know.
And listen, I understand that everybody has their own opinion, right? I understand everybody has their own opinion, right? But you're not going to change the mindset of 25 million people in the New York tri-state area. It's the same. It's the same area that tell the Yankees every year it's championship or bust, and the Yankees have 28 championships.
27.
27, whatever. It's still 27, 28. It's the same team that you just saw the Rangers in the finals a few years ago that are down on the Rangers right now and want to fire everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of people are wanting Cashman and Boone gone from the Yankees because of how incompetent they are.
Right, and so my point is,
And to be fair, who'd blame them?
And the New York Football Giants won 2 Super Bowls within the last, I think, 15 seasons or whatever, and they changed general managers twice. You know what I'm saying? So it's this thing about New Yorkers that it's gonna be it's always all in on everything. It's like you're not gonna change people's mindset, bro. And to be honest with you, I'm with them. I don't want to.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to change anybody. All I want to say is, listen, I've dealt with, I'm up there in age. You know what I mean? I've dealt with some heartbreak. You talking about the Yankees. I was there during the Boston heartbreak when they were able to break their 100-year drought that they had. When they came back and hit a home run. Johnny Damon hits a grand slam in Yankee Stadium.
I was hoping you
it was 86.
I was there when I was like, guess what? We're going home. I was sitting right next to my boy from Boston talking smack when we're up 3-0, right? Talking smack. Guess what? I hear that same kind of smack being talked, and we're not even up. And I've dealt with the heartbreak. All I can say is my experience is, listen, if you don't focus on what's right in front of you and you get lost in the sauce thinking about what's down the road, you'll miss out. You'll fail.
But we're fans. That's what we are. That's what you can do.
Yeah.
You could root for any way you want to do it.
My job as a fan to reel you back in, my brother. That's why we're here.
I hear you, brother. Hey, listen, I don't have the rose-colored glasses on, brother. Trust me on that one, because I've been critiquing them all season long, and I've been a Hart. But again, I like what I see this season. I like the additions of Hart. I love what Brunson's given us. I even like what Randall did this year. He all-star, okay? And we need him in this series. A healthy Randall, which we're probably not going to get.
We've got a great run. Great year.
Yeah.
Great year.
And we need him tonight. I'm hoping he plays tonight. So.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt, man. So when you look at what the Knicks fans are saying, and I'm included. I'm a Knicks fan, bro. And then when you hear what Tom Thibodeau is saying, Tom Thibodeau don't sound like Uncle Freezy. You know what Tom Thibodeau is talking about? Processes, not taking anything for granted, getting guys healthy, game plan, strategy, being in the moment. Tom Thibodeau is saying all the coach speak stuff, and he's good at it. I'm a fan. I am not good at that stuff. I am great at being the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe. That's what I'm great at, right? What I'm great at is stirring and driving conversation and getting opinions on all sides so that you can have a rich and fulfilling conversation. That's why they call me the #1 chief rocker, right? So when you talk about Lee, when we talk about what the Knicks need to do, what I'm gonna say is this: it's simple. What the Knicks need to do tonight is understand this moment and be in it and stay in it, stay in this moment, right? And I know, but ain't that what I've been saying? No, what I'm saying is the players.
Make the most out of that moment.
I'm saying that's what the players need to do. Now, mind you, Uncle Freezy and Corey Lee don't play for the Knicks. We're fans. And
neither do I play for the Knicks.
You're right. Neither does that. So there's a line, and I know, if the Knicks say something happens, the Knicks slip on a banana peel, and the series don't go our way. I know the ones that said, I told y'all that y'all were getting too far ahead of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? That you had to stay in this moment. But as fans, bro, as fans, we have to enjoy this moment the way that we enjoy stuff. All of us are different, and we come from diverse backgrounds, right?
True.
All of us have different experiences, right? Like for y'all in the city, y'all go to home games all the time, and pay for expensive beers and pay $14 for hot dogs and all that stuff. I do it down in the South. I go to all the games down South, bro. All of them. Or when I can. I make about 80% of them, 90% of them.
Most of them in Miami, Orlando, Charlotte, and
Memphis, some New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? DC.
But you'll never go to Dallas or Houston, right?
Not in years. I hadn't been to Texas in years. But if I'm going to Texas, I may as well go to the Garden, in my mind. But anyway, the point that I'm getting at is when I do it, when I go to these games, man, I'm representing, you know what I'm saying, best I can, and I'm gonna be saying unreasonable stuff. Walking into Orlando, I'm like, Randall going for 50. Woo! That's just what it is, bro.
Quick question.
Go to the championship, baby.
Quick question, Crazy.
Right.
You weren't at the game against the Hornets last March, were you?
Oh my God.
This March?
Last March.
No.
Okay. Because I know Boogie went. And I went to that game.
I think I did go. It's the J Boogie game? Yes. I think I did go to that one. Knicks in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, 121-106 Knicks.
Charlotte wore the white unis?
No, Knicks were in the white unis. Hornets were in their teal ones.
Okay, no, I didn't go to that one. The last one I went, they might have been in black unis when the last time I went. But yeah, but any did you went to that one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, what was your takeaway?
Well, at the time, the team was hanging on by a thread just to get into the play-in, and it looked like the Hornets took them too lightly, and the Knicks were just basically playing out of their minds. They were efficient, and the only issue was there wasn't much in terms of picking up getting the glass because Mitch was on the shelf, Randall was on the shelf, and they had to rely on Fournier, Toppin, RJ, Burks, and Sims to get most of the job done in that game.
Right.
But
I did go to that game. You're talking about the season before this one. I did go to that game.
Oh. Okay.
But what you're pointing out is role players and bench players stepped up.
Right. Whereas
that's basically what we have to do tonight.
Right, which is what did not happen in game one because two of our starters were predominantly bench players, and Tin Man has not changed things back from putting Hart back on the bench and putting Grimes back in the lineup.
Okay.
Up the last 3 or 4 games? Maybe even 5?
Our team has a lot of depth, which I love. So
Miami
wish they would show up with it
when healthy, right?
Yeah.
When healthy.
And yeah, I think Quickly's offense is definitely missing.
Big time.
Majorly.
Confident.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, confident.
Yeah. Here's the other thing that I would like to see too, though. I would like to see Obi Toppin be more aggressive, and not just from 3.
Just drive it and then stuff it, right?
Right. I like to see Obi. When's the last time y'all saw Obi Toppin with a double-digit rebound game?
Never.
Oh, practically never. Not even at the game I went to last year, he didn't have that.
Right. And I'm not. And listen, I'm not critiquing Obi. That's not what I'm doing right now. What I'm saying is I want Obi to be. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. I want more Obi. Right. And I'm imploring Obi to get more rebounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Be a rebounding machine. You know, fight Kevin Love for those rebounds, man. And you know, so to prevent those wild outlet passes.
Mm-hmm. And for the guys who miss those who can't get the defensive rebound because they're busy looking up and not looking ahead, get down court ASAP.
Right.
Have to cut that off. Right?
Right. Right. And JJ said Obi had 5 boards in the first quarter and ended with 7. It's JJ. That's funny, but that's not funny, bro. JJ, that's funny, but that's not funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? And JJ is like throwing salt in the wound, right? Like, I appreciate that, JJ, but dang, bro.
Thank you for that stat.
JJ was like, hey, man, what you expect? He hit his quota in the first quarter, man. You expect him to go out there and hustle for the rest of the game? I mean, come on.
I mean, Thibodeau lacked balance with an 8-man lineup up in terms of of minute management.
Right. The only thing I swear it bothers me that the Knicks don't have small forward depth. So when Grimes gets hurt, right, that puts Josh Hart in the lineup, right? So then what do you do at the 3? Do you just go with 3 guard lineups? Do you go with 2 big man lineups? You know Tibbs is not going with 2 big men. He's not putting Hartenstein and Mitch on the floor at the same time.
True.
Because if one gets hurt or in foul trouble, now you got to play the other one for the rest of the game by himself.
And again, with Sims out for the rest of the year, you don't have a 3rd big man option.
Yeah. Oh, hey, okay. Let me do this, bro. I gotta y'all relax for a split second. Let me do this really quick. Adam, Mo, what's good, man?
What's up? What's
What's
up?
good?
Nah, get that energy up.
Let's go.
Let's go. No, Adam, don't come in here. Don't off. Adam coming in here like, hey guys, how you? Nah, get that energy up, Adam. Let's go, Rangers.
Oh, Rangers are trash, yo. They are trash.
They are trash.
Adam, let's go. Get that energy up.
To be fair, you guys choked in the conference finals last year. 2-0 lead,
with the
lost 4
C.
straight, and blew it.
Yeah, Rangers always have excuses in the playoffs.
Yeah, what's the excuse this year?
What?
The Devils are better. That's a simple excuse.
I was gonna say overworking Shesterkin, but
the Rangers came out. The Rangers came out flat from the drop of the puck.
Yeah, they got flattened.
They were flat the entire game.
They got flattened, bro. Mo, what's good, man?
Chilling, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Just wanted to say hello to my friends.
I don't know. Wow, I've been neutral good slot.
Confidence. And still some confidence in the fandom. We're feeling a little nervous talking to some of the people in the streets of New York. I'm not getting too much good vibes, and I feel like we need to
good vibrations.
We need to like understand that this year, this team showed a lot of ability to overcome adversity. And we showed a lot of ability to play the best teams in the league. We showed the ability to just be a solid team coached by Tom Thibodeau. I feel like we can be confident in this team because Tom is telling these guys to take it one day at a time. And that's what you hear every interview, every player talks about taking it one day at a time, not being too low, not being too high. And so like you were saying, Uncle Freezy, as fans, we have the right to just be as excited as we can be. We haven't been here before. Why we gotta act like we've been here before?
When we have not.
At least not on a consistent basis.
So, I'm having fun.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Salute to everyone in the chat, in the panel. I expect the Knicks to be better tonight as a team.
I think one of the major matchups in the playoffs, aside from ours, that intrigues me is the other series that starts tonight.
Yeah, man. I expect
I
RJ
don't
to
think the
continue,
Heat are going. I
continue
think
to
the
take
Heat
the
are not
ball.
going to shoot well again, and
Right.
we need to keep them off the boards and keep them away from getting second chance points because they're not a great shooting team. So we just need to get that rebound and do what we do.
Right.
And not to mention, we need to rip Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry in half.
If Randall is not there, I'm not sure why Coach won't play. Maybe he doesn't feel it's enough offense, but I'd like to see iHeart with Mitch. I'd like to see those two in the game and like take advantage of their lack of size. Let's see if we can take advantage of our size potentially under there.
And
so who plays
the
the four in that scenario? Who plays?
I would put iHeart at the power forward. I put iHeart.
So you put skill over athleticism. Because if you put Mitch at the 4, then you have an athlete at the 4. But if you put iHeart at the 4,
I think well, it depends. Put it like this: it's really about the defensive side of the ball, and I put Mitch on. I put Mitch on their big. That's all to it. Not on their big. That's it. You got to have Mitch on him because he was tearing iHeart up.
So you put Hartenstein on Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's more his.
It's a drastic change. You're going to put 2 big men out there, and Freezy, you brought that up earlier. One gets foul trouble. I mean, what's your backup plan?
Yeah,
you can't do it like that.
Well,
no,
this isn't like we're not talking about doing it for like major minutes. I'm talking about for I'd like to see that a nice 10 minutes of this game.
But you're hitting the panic button on one game that we lost this game. So I'm not hitting the panic button.
How's that a panic button?
Because you're doing something major that you put 2 guys. You put 2 big guys in there like that.
We haven't seen that all year.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What's the difference? We need to do something. If we can't get a rebound, a big rebound, we're gonna have to make it. We're gonna have to do something about that. I mean, that's the only way they can win this game. Is if they get the rebounds from their missed shots.
I wouldn't do that.
Ivory, that's like Diego was saying. That's quite drastic, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, let's humor me on this, though, Lee. Humor me on this. What if the Brunson injury is more than what we thought? Right, so Brunson may be more injured than we thought. Josh Hart is still. Remember, Josh Hart sprained his ankle, bro. He's only been back for like a week. Sprained ankles don't really heal that fast. He's a gamer though. He's playing through it, right? Grimes is hurt. Randall's hurt. Sims is out for the postseason. With limited options, knowing that, like not disregarding the fact that we may have limited options, would you consider what Ivory is saying then, or are you saying no matter what happens, you have to save your best assets for situations that require your best assets to be in, and not try anything new?
I think we need.
I will go with the latter.
Ron Cleveland, what's good, Ron?
Salute.
Wait, you saying Brunson is injured too?
Yeah, Brunson's injured.
He's hurt.
But is he playing tonight?
He's questionable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, but here's the. I asked Lee, what do you think? You said option 2. What you'll do is just stick to the normal script, regardless how many people get injured.
I mean, are you really gonna make a dramatic? When we do that, then we're kind of like Slick showing our hand, like we're justice.
I agree, Corey. I agree.
The way to look at it, if you don't mind me, let me just add this small point. Here's another thing: they are a team that really needs to score in the paint. I mean, I know they've been hitting threes like the first series of this, but they're a paint scoring team. Having a little bit more paint defense, just for 10 minutes of the, I'm talking about 10. I'm not talking about playing them the whole game or starting iHeart. I'm talking about just playing him in certain moments, especially if we have a hard time stopping them in the paint, which we've had a hard time doing. They score at will in the paint, and we've had a hard time stopping, getting a rebound. There's some of these big rebounds, and I'm saying in some of these moments, that might be a small change that can make a difference. To say it's so outlandish and so crazy, especially with our injuries, I just think that's a little over the top. I mean, especially if we're talking about putting, we got Josh Hart playing power forward. That's not crazy. I mean, that is
crazy.
I mean, come on.
Josh Hart and RJ Barrett playing power forward down the stretch of that game Sunday lost us the game. And listen, and I know what people are going to say. Well, Uncle Freeze, what's the other alternative? Well, Tom Thibodeau was on place to play Obi 40 minutes. He stopped him at 31 minutes, and Obi didn't re-enter the game.
That was the coach. You can't now we're going back towards the coach.
Yeah.
But I still don't think.
Well, you guys just said the coach has got to do what got him there, right? Obi has not been closing games for the Knicks the entire year, and since Hart has been here, he's been closing games. So that's why Hart was out there. I get why he did that move at the end of the game because that's what got us there. That's, Hart and RJ have been closing games for us, and those two have been playing well. So you got to have them in the game with the Brunsons. So I get that move. I don't think that's the craziest move in the world, but it didn't work. But I'm just,
Hey, listen, now there's a key injury on Miami's side, and that's Butler there. So they got a problem there, and you attack that man if he's in the lineup tonight. You test that ankle out on his part. You throw everything at him. Let him work.
Right?
Yeah. What?
And you try everything and the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm surprised Jimmy Butler is even walking after that rollover ankle. I'm like, I was looking at that replay and I don't know how is he walking on that thing.
Hey, he's tough, bro.
He rolled his ankle worse than Julius Randle.
He's tough.
I hope that Quentin Grimes starts. I really wanted us to go back to like what we've been doing before he got hurt. I feel like Josh, he played well, really good defense against Jimmy Butler, but I feel like having that come off the bench gives our team a different look, and I want to go back to that. I don't know what y'all think about that.
Man. Fellas, what's going on with y'all, man? Why y'all sound y'all at a funeral, man?
Hey, there you go.
Why y'all at a funeral, man?
There you go, Ron.
Huh? Hey, where we playing at tonight? We playing at the world's most famous arena, or we playing in a funeral home? Hey, man. Where we playing at tonight?
The Garden.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, D'Angelo, I agree with you, man.
Thanks.
I'm not running no two bigs up there. I'm not doing that. Hey, you do that, you may as well get ready to lose that game. What you need to do, hey, Obi just gonna have to step up, and Tibbs gonna have to trust him. It's gonna be the game that if Julius don't play tonight and Brunson don't play tonight, guess what? That forces Tibbs to play Obi. That forces him to do it. Right. And then we'll get what a lot of people been begging for, ball movement. Hey, the fan base been yelling about wanting the ball to move. Guess what? No Julius Randle, no Brunson. The ball gonna move tonight. And that might be a little blessing in disguise because when you think about it, the Heat won't know who the game playing for.
Has it been confirmed Brunson and Randle are not playing tonight?
He's questionable.
Wow.
But I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, if he doesn't play, who are they going to game plan for? They're going to try to stop RJ? RJ going to be the guy they try to stop, but everybody else is like playing with a wild card deck. They don't know what the Knicks going to throw at them. And it'll force guys to do things that they should be doing anyway. Because now you can't depend on that bailout plan called Brunson or Julius Randle. But
so they're both questionable.
The Knicks win this game regardless. I'm telling you right now, they're winning this game regardless. If
I agree.
Brunson play or not, if Randle play or not, they winning this game. They're not losing this game tonight. Y'all wake up.
And
we hope so.
And like I said, tonight, this is the game that's the right of courage and cowardice.
I don't know if y'all at a funeral or y'all still sleep. Wake up.
He said,
For real.
Ron said,
For real. Thank you, Ron.
Preach it.
Thank you.
Hey, Ron, you like, Ron out here like, yo, y'all at Johnson Brothers Funeral Home, you stab them, we grab them. You know?
I mean, it ain't like the Heat no juggernaut.
No. Hell no.
As bad as the Knicks played, the Heat barely beat us, man, in game 1, and we beat ourselves. Turning the ball over.
And can we stop talking about the Heat? I'm sorry, Corey. Go ahead.
No, I want to say one thing. Ron, say it loud enough so the people in the back can hear.
Yeah, it ain't like the Heat no juggernaut. They ain't no juggernaut. Them guys barely beat us in the last game.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron Cleveland's got his energy way up.
Way up. Yeah, he's got his energy. He's got his energy up. I do understand where Ivory is coming from, though. Now listen, whether we all agree or not is not even really important. The thing is, hey Ron, you cutting in and out, bro.
Yeah, he's frozen.
It's computer love. Computer love.
Man,
He can't hear you because he's such on something said right now.
He's on a roll.
Ron's bringing the fire.
Yeah. He's getting back signal on the road.
Yeah. So the thing though is I don't know if I completely agree with Ivory, and that's no disrespect to him. I respect his opinion, but I don't know if I completely agree with y'all either. The thing I do want to see though, in my mind, and this is my opinion, I'm not trying to force it on anybody else, but what I'd like to see though is an attempt for Tom Thibodeau to make in-game adjustments. So I understand where Ivory is going, right, with what he's saying. I don't know. That might be a bridge too far for me, even though I think it's a decent idea, right? But it's just like it's like a dinner option. You asking, what do you want, fish or steak? Right now, I want fish. Steak is generally delicious. At this moment, though, I'm just not feeling the steak. I just want fish. That's all I'm saying about what Ivory said, right? But I do embrace the fact. I do embrace the courage of going that way. I do want to at least see Tibbs make some impactful in-game adjustment that will have an impact on the ability for this team to win this game, right? I don't want to see I don't want to see the Miami Heat throw an outlet pass in the first quarter and then they do it all game and then we lose, because that's kind of what we saw on Sunday, where they saw a thing and they tried it and then it worked for the rest of the game. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. They ran a play where Bam came out to play point. Like Bam was the ball handler and he got a screen from Jimmy Butler, right? So now Mitch has to come out to guard Bam. So you know what that left in the paint? RJ Barrett or Josh Hart guarding Jimmy Butler at the rim.
Exactly.
And it worked over and over and over and over and over to a point, man, we're like, God, to a point we started blaming the players. You can't blame the players. That's a scheme thing. The Miami Heat found something that worked and then we couldn't defend it. And they tried it initially with Kevin Love. If you remember, Kevin Love started it. Mitch had to come out to contest Kevin Love's three-point shot, right?
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Butler did the go screen right in behind it. He caught the ball on the run. And one time he was guarded by Brunson, one time he was guarded by RJ. They saw that. They went to it repeatedly. And we didn't make an adjustment for play harder is not a strategy. You got to play harder. No, that's not a strategy, bro.
No.
You got to come up with something to stop that. You got to come up with a defense that stops that, bro.
Yeah,
Kevin Love did that 3 times. You got to do a personnel change. You got to do a personnel change or something. Or either you got to do that, or you got to live with Bam Adebayo or Kevin Love creating on the perimeter. Which one? But you got to do something.
Or better yet, get fresh legs on the court.
Yes.
Hey, Freeze. Yes. Kevin Love did that cross-court pass 3 times on Sunday.
He gave us the business.
He threw that ball across the court 3 times. connect to his teammate.
Right. Yeah, we saw
And
that.
the Knicks got to be alert tonight. They cannot allow Kevin Love to be doing that.
The adjustments will be made tonight after last.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank
you, D'Angelo.
I hope so,
It will.
Angelo.
It's going to be done. No, it will. It will. And you know something? What happened when we lost to Cleveland by 20 in the second game? I mean, we made adjustments. We won that series.
Right.
So,
Right. No doubt. No doubt. But D'Angelo, what I'm getting at is I'm not saying that Tibbs need to all of a sudden start running RJ Barrett at center. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, if there is something that needs to be tweaked in game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We got to see.
When did you see Tibbs throw double teams too? He never really did that before too.
Right.
Till recent. So he's done that. Let's see what he does, and I think we're going to come up on it.
I think we all agreed that the overall strategy in game one was good. I think if we hit shots, we could have won the game. So I think we've already agreed that the overall strategy was fine. No one's saying that you got to change, make a major change to the lineup or make do something drastically different.
Hell no.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with making a small tweak for a few minutes here or there to kind of throw them off. I think they found a way to get one of the best offensive rebounders. They found a way to get one of the best defensive players in the league away from the hoop. And what are we going to do to basically combat that? And if the answer is let's just stick Obi, let's do what we've been doing. Let's stick Obi down there. He's our other big man, who, by the way, they keep their other big man out of the lane as well. I just don't know what, I just think there's something that has to be done there. And if we don't make a change, we will get beat. They don't shoot well enough to beat us just from shooting. They got to get the rebounds. They got to win the paint game against us to beat us, and I think we can stop that.
And you know what, Ivory, it's the same thing. I think most people on the panel have the same logic as you. They have a different example than you do, because I think it was Mets that may have mentioned it earlier that why not give Deuce McBride more minutes?
If anything, in most cases, he only plays them for 15, 20 seconds.
Right. So I think the logic, I think we share that. It's just the example given may be, differential to certain sects of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So it's
a small strategy difference. You guys would say go smaller and be better on the perimeter. I say maybe
in limited minutes. But remind you, they said but Ivory, they did say in limited minutes though, just like you did.
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying it's just a difference. Like you're saying a small change they could make to combat that was get smaller, get quicker, get better on the perimeter, force more challenges on the perimeter.
Force the ball out of Gabe Vincent's hands is what they were saying. Put a better defender on Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I don't think those guys can shoot well enough to continue to just beat us on the perimeter. I think they got to get. Jimmy lives in the paint. That these guys live in the paint. So I just want to take that away. If we take that away,
I'm not wanting to get beat by Lowry, his little roly-poly butt around that court. Put McBride on his butt. Put McBride on his butt. I don't care. I ain't gonna.
And also, one other factor. Bird's eye out for ref ball. If it's the same dumbass ref as Sunday, pop him in the mush.
Oh my God! Hey, I want to say, the Knicks got to do better job on defense on Strus, Vincent, Larry, and Jimmy Butler. Those four guys.
Not playing tonight.
Who, Butler?
There's no way he's playing.
Yeah, he's questionable too.
Yeah,
I think he's going to play.
There's no way Butler's playing after
So
that
basically, they lie about that sort of thing, saying they're not going to play him, and they play him anyway.
Of course.
Yeah. But I think Jimmy Butler is going to try to gut it out and try to play tonight. Because Jimmy Butler, he ain't going to try to miss a game. And I feel like if Brunson plays tonight, he's going to give all he got.
And what about Randall? Is Tim Mantibby going to play the coward's way and
Randall,
do the damn 8-man rotation again?
If Randall's feeling, close to 90%, if he feels like he wants to play, I hope Tibbs put him in there, but we'll see. But other than that, the Knicks have to be better on defense. Totally. I don't want them to be playing these double team crap. They need to play man on man. Stop leaving Stu's wide open for threes. Vincent
Stop
wide
leaving
open
Vincent
for
wide
threes.
open for threes.
And Kevin Love too.
Yeah, Kevin Love too, because
He's been
they're
wide
double
open.
teaming. They're double teaming. That's why you see Strus and Vincent wide open with nobody on them. Because you see two guys on one guy. And this got to play man on man. Just stop with this double teaming. And I feel like if Brunson does not play tonight, I'm hoping Tibbs make some adjustment, like maybe put in Derrick Rose and Fournier a little bit.
Hold on.
No, that's not happening, bro.
Derrick Rose has some playoff experience.
No,
Why are y'all in panic mode? Like, why are y'all
thank
in
you.
just like
Everybody's in
all-out
panic mode. Calm down.
We're not.
Calm
Why
down,
are in
damn it.
panic mode? I could tell y'all 3 enormous reasons why we lost the last game. Y'all should not even be in panic mode. Number 1, the Knicks lost the game on free throws. That's number 1.
Yep.
If they'd have made all their free throws, we win the game. That's number 1.
Exactly.
The Knicks shot abysmal 20% from the 3-point. We're not going to shoot like that again. Even though we've been shooting like that in the playoffs, I don't think we're going to shoot like that again because everybody knows that they're shooting like that.
Preach. Thank you.
The third reason Julius Randle didn't even touch the court yet.
Because
you don't think Julius Randle can score 7 points on a bad ankle?
No. And reason 4, Tibbs didn't even bother laying Deuce out of the cage.
And if Jimmy Butler's not in your lineup tonight, the Knicks better take care of business. I don't care who's on the floor.
What's the story with Randall tonight?
I don't think they can shoot themselves to win. The Heat cannot shoot themselves to win. That's just. I'm not worried about Love. I'm not worried about Vincent. I'm not worried about these guys shooting. They don't shoot well. They're not a good shooting team. And to be honest with you, that doesn't mean I'm going to be overconfident because they didn't shoot well last game and they won also. They didn't play well.
Ivory, you're right about that. The biggest worry you should have is us because we are our biggest enemy. Honestly,
100%. 100%.
That's literally it. I think we are our biggest enemy.
100%. I agree with that. 100%. We got to focus on home and what we need to do as a team. I mean, if we don't have Randall, I think we absolutely need a completely different game plan as far as just like, it can't be just give Brunson the ball, let him do his thing. We got to play more of an offensive. We got to run plays for change. We got to change the offense a little bit more if we don't have a number 1 playmaker in Randall or number 2 playmaker in Randall. We're going to have to run more plays, get the ball in the hands of more playmakers like Grimes. I don't know why the guy's not touching the ball. I don't get that, but maybe
I don't understand why Grimes is so blasted hesitant to shoot.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tibbs put Deuce McBride in the game.
Okay. Well, I don't think we need to react to what they did because I don't think they did anything so special. It's more about our own execution. I mean, that if we just executed and did what we do well, we could have won that game. And it's not like they stopped us from doing what we do well. Mitch got his offensive boards. He threw it out to people that would continue to miss shots. Brunson did his thing, got people open. RJ is finding people all over the place, and people are just not making shots.
They just missing. They gave us everything that we wanted, right? They allowed us to get everything. RJ had a good game. Mitch had a good game. Obi showed up.
Yeah.
Brunson had a bad game offensively and defensively, but those happen. They don't happen frequently. They don't happen frequently enough for us to sit up here and complain.
It's not going to happen tonight. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Brunson's a stud, bro.
Yeah,
he just had a bad game, right? But part of that is when you're the focal point of a offensive attack that doesn't have any other playmakers, you're going to struggle at times, man. Finding stuff. So, it is what it is in that respect. But tonight I think you'll see the Knicks come out full of everything and put it on the Heat tonight.
Take care of business tonight.
Yeah. Oh, they got our third jersey.
Let's hope our fingers crossed. And then hope in game 3 we take the momentum instead of drop it. And we all know this song and dance. And so I'm about to hit.
We're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
I ain't worried.
Yeah, I'm not worried neither.
I'm just saying that even if we do tie this series up at 1, can we hold the momentum going
Let's wait till we get
Miami?
there. Let's wait till we get there. Let's get this game. Let's get this game.
Let's get this win tonight, and then we'll think about Game 3 in Miami.
With the Road Warriors.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. It sounds like y'all out of gas. We out of gas. Where Greeny went? Greeny disappeared?
Nah,
I am. Yeah, listen, I got ammunition for days. I'm just saving the. I'm just saving the energy for later. Post game live reaction. That's what I'm saving for, baby.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for coming out,
Uncle
hanging out with us.
Peace, Freezy.
Rocking with. Hey, thank you, everybody. Hey, peace, y'all. We'll see y'all game time.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out, buddy.
Yeah, man.